Ding, 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 brr, brr, brr. Insert coin for awesome prizes.
What if the lovable dad we all adore has been hiding a life-changing secret from his family? Today, I'm exploring the bombshell possibility that Bandit Heeler has a secret son from before his marriage to Chilli, and how this revelation would completely transform every relationship in the Heeler household. But here's what's truly mind-blowing. There are actual clues scattered throughout the show that make this theory more plausible than you might think. Stay until the end, because I'll reveal the one episode that contains the most compelling evidence of all.
Well done, Bluey. You won.
Let's start by examining what we actually know about Bandit's life before he met Chilli. The show has been surprisingly vague about Bandit's younger years. While we've seen glimpses of Chilli's past in episodes like Baby Race, Bandit's history remains largely a mystery. In the episode Fancy Restaurant, we learn that Bandit and Chilli met at a party where Bandit was playing in a band. Their relationship blossomed from there, eventually leading to marriage and starting a family with Bluey and Bingo. However, the show has never addressed any significant relationships Bandit might have had before meeting Chilli. This mysterious gap in Bandit's timeline is the perfect place to hide a secret as significant as having a child from a previous relationship. His carefree musician lifestyle before settling down with Chilli could easily have resulted in a situation where he fathered a child but wasn't involved in raising him. Much like how fans have speculated about Bandit's relationship with Wendy, which evolved from apparent dislike to surprising familiarity. There could be other hidden dynamics in Bandit's past we haven't fully explored yet. Have you ever noticed how naturally parenting comes to Bandit? For a first-time dad, he seems remarkably comfortable and confident in his role. Even in early episodes, Bandit displays a level of parenting skill that suggests he's had prior experience. In Baby Race, when Bluey is learning to walk, Bandit shows incredible patience and understanding. While Chilli is anxious about Bluey's development, comparing her to other babies, Bandit remains calm, reassuring Chilli that Bluey will get there in her own time. This doesn't just show his supportive nature, it demonstrates a level of parenting wisdom that seems almost too developed for a first-time father. What if Bandit's natural parenting abilities aren't just innate talents, but rather skills he developed while partially involved in another child's life? This would explain his confidence and the ease with which he handles even the most challenging parenting moments. It reminds me of that scene in the Sheepdog episode where Bandit seems unusually confident with Wendy, even spanking her playfully. A level of familiarity that suggests Bandit has experience navigating complex relationships that might have started awkwardly but developed into something more comfortable over time. If Bandit does have a secret son he wasn't able to raise properly, it would explain his almost excessive dedication to being present in Bluey and Bingo's lives. Bandit consistently goes above and beyond as a father, often at the expense of his own comfort or dignity. Notice how in Sticky Gecko, Chilli is willing to be late to go to the park rather than rush Bluey out the door. Or in Takeaway, how he endures chaos at the restaurant just to ensure his girls have a good time. These aren't just the actions of a loving father. They're the actions of someone determined not to repeat past mistakes. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button, or you might hear sad news about the Bluey family. If Bandit does have a secret son, does Chilli know? Based on subtle cues throughout the series, it seems likely that she does. In several episodes, Chilli gives Bandit a certain look when topics like past relationships or responsibility come up. In the show, when Bluey and Bingo are performing a play about how Bandit and Chilli met, there's a moment when Chilli asks, "Is that really how you think it happened?" Bandit looks uncomfortable, and Chilli gives him a knowing glance. This could be interpreted as an acknowledgement of the complicated history that predated their relationship. Moreover, in Baby Race, when other mothers are discussing their children's milestones, Chilli appears uncomfortable in a way that suggests more than just new mom anxiety. Her discomfort could stem from the awareness that Bandit has another child out there who reached those milestones without him present. Similarly, in Markets, Bandit seems unusually affected by a teenage dog selling handmade crafts. The teen has the same shade of blue fur as Bandit, and there's a moment of lingering eye contact between them that feels significant. Bandit then buys something from the teen without bartering. Uncharacteristic behavior for someone who's usually quite frugal. This reminds me of how Bandit acted in the Ragdoll episode, when Wendy decided to drive his car and even took his wallet to buy ice cream for everyone. Bandit allowing such personal access to his possessions without protest suggests he might have experience sharing responsibilities with people outside his immediate family. These subtle interactions could be interpreted as Bandit experiencing conflicting emotions upon seeing children who remind him of the son he left behind. In work, while Bluey and Bingo are playing office with Bandit, his phone rings with an unidentified caller. Bandit's reaction is telling. He immediately steps away, looking concerned, and takes the call in private. When he returns, he's distracted and emotionally distant for the remainder of the episode. This kind of quiet understanding between Chilli and Bandit parallels what fans have speculated about Chilli possibly knowing about Bandit and Wendy's strange relationship. Just as some fans have theorized that Chilli might be having her own affair with Pat, perhaps what she actually knows about is Bandit's secret son, which explains her occasional discomfort when seeing Bandit interact with certain characters. If Bandit's secret son were to be introduced to the show, it would create fascinating new dynamics and storytelling opportunities. The Heeler family would need to expand their definition of family and create space for this new relationship. For Bandit, it would be a journey of reconciliation and forgiveness, both seeking forgiveness from his son for his absence and forgiving himself for his past mistakes. We've seen glimpses of Bandit's capacity for emotional growth in episodes like Camping and Bike, where he demonstrates patience and wisdom. For Bluey and Bingo, having an older half-brother would open up new avenues for learning and growth. They would need to process complex emotions of jealousy and curiosity, while also potentially gaining a new role model and protector. Chilli would likely serve as the emotional anchor for the family during this transition, helping everyone navigate their feelings while also establishing her own relationship with her husband's son from a previous relationship. So, what might the full story be? Based on all the clues scattered throughout the series, here's a plausible backstory. Before meeting Chilli, Bandit was living the carefree life of a musician. During this time, he had a relationship with another dog that resulted in an unexpected pregnancy. Young, immature, and focused on his music career, Bandit wasn't ready for fatherhood. He likely provided financial support, but wasn't emotionally or physically present in his son's life. Years later, after marrying Chilli and having Bluey and Bingo, Bandit's secret son would now be a teenager. The guilt of his absence has shaped Bandit's approach to fatherhood with his daughters, driving him to be the engaged, present father we see in the show. Chilli learned about this history early in their relationship and has been supportive, understanding that Bandit has grown and changed since then. They've been waiting for the right time to introduce this truth to Bluey and Bingo, possibly establishing contact with the son first to ensure he wants to be part of their lives. While Bluey is celebrated for tackling complex emotions and family dynamics, introducing a secret child would be a bold move for a children's show. However, the series has never shied away from difficult topics. Episodes like Copycat deal with mortality, Army addresses disability, and Sleepy Time explores independence and growing up. The show's creators have demonstrated a commitment to authentic storytelling that respects children's capacity to understand complex situations. If any children's show could handle this topic with appropriate sensitivity and nuance, it would be Bluey. What do you think about this theory? Could Bandit really have a secret son that we haven't met yet? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And do watch our video about Bluey's little brother will appear in Season 4.